Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here and you're into 3D printing, photography, drones, tech, laser engravers and whatever interests me, start now by subscribing and hitting the bell so you won't miss anything. Today we're talking about a laser engraver. As you can see it here, it's too big to fit in the frame. It's the TooCA L2 20 watt that I had the pleasure to test. I'm testing the unit without the air assist, but nonetheless, I think it's a hidden gem. It's a laser that performed amazingly in everything I tried to do. But without further ado, let's roll the intro and let's get into it. Before getting into the review, I would like a shout out to Geeks Outfit. They're providing these beautiful t-shirts and all the t-shirts and hoodies that you see me wearing during the video. All the links for your reference will be down in the description. Go pay them a visit. They have great promotion for the end of summer sale. Links again down in the description. Okay, TooCA L2 20 watt laser. What can we say about this? You're seeing, and you probably saw the unboxing in the video and some images already about it. It's an enclosed laser engraver with exhaustion tube that goes outside the window, so that makes it, for me, easier to use it in my studios, or my kids and my wife don't complain about it. So that's like the first great thumbs up. It's a 20 watt laser that has a very precise engraving, and I wasn't expecting for all this power. Frame of the laser comes basically already put in place. The laser is loose. You have to put it on the frame, and then you have to build all this acrylic structure, which is very good and very firm. The only thing I didn't like much is that once you put the feet on the laser engraver, you have space from the table. So the exhaustion fan works perfectly. I didn't feel any smell or anything. But from underneath you can understand what you're engraving. If you're an expert engraver, you know what kind of material you're engraving. You could feel the difference between acrylic and leather. So you could feel a little bit. That's the only negative thing I found about the structure. For the rest, it's simply perfect. You can put it there on a desk and it's going to be your go-to and your the laser you use for all your creations. All the tests I've done on all the materials, we will see them very soon, went incredibly well. The laser engraver is pretty big, as you can see, and it has an engraving area of 415 centimeters by 395. At TooCA they also sent me a smaller honeycomb, which was very useful. I avoided to engrave on my work table, which was very, very well thought. I suggest you guys to get a honeycomb when you're cutting and engraving, especially the first times. I remember the first laser engraver I used and I tested, and I have a bench in the garage full of laser going through because of my test, and I cannot use it anymore. So honeycomb is one of the first purchases you need to think about when you get an engraver. And if the engraver is included, even better. Going back to the security features of this laser engraver. This laser engraver, as soon as you open the door while it's engraving, and I found it frustrating because I had to record videos of the laser going. So whenever I lift up the lid, the laser stopped. It detected that something opened or entered the laser. It also has side alarm. It stops when you tilt it. It has smoke and fire safety stop. It's embedded with all the safety features that one laser should have, especially if you're using it indoor in a house, in a regular house, and not in a ventilated studio. This is not a ventilated studio. I managed to make them work anyways, especially with the tube that comes enclosed and the fan. It was perfect because I was engraving here and nobody on the other side of the house was feeling any smell, and that's a really, really great plus on testing a laser. Let's get into the juicy parts. Of course, what I tested first was on wood. And one of the first thing I did was trying to engrave an eagle. And I went too low with the power, as you can see here, and then I adjusted to this one, which came out amazingly. This was really well done. It was done in 13 minutes at 10,000 speed at 100 power. And yeah, somebody would play a little bit with the numbers. I didn't have much time. I wanted to see the result before leaving the house. This was the first long engrave, I mean the first 13 minutes test I did on this, and I actually loved it. I said, oh my god, this promises really good things. Then let me get the other tests I did on wood. Okay, this is the second test I did on cutting lines, and as you can see, there's a sweet spot at 60% at 322 speed on a 2.5 millimeters plywood. And see, as it was going down here, it got a little bit like more burnt. Of course, I had to engrave my logo, and I usually do that and engrave that wherever I can. And this came out really good. I also managed to cut it around. It's like a big keyring, a bit too big. I underestimated that. This was an engraving test that didn't go so well. Basically, I underestimated the power of the 20 watt. Going back to what I said a while ago, even though it's 20 watt, I mean, producers like to put 20 watts and stuff like that on the instructions and on the specs of the lasers, but sometimes it's not the nominal power. I really guess this is a real 20 watts. Going forward, what I did was engraving on metal, and in particular on the metal they provided. They provided some plates, and I wanted to see, of course, I wanted to engrave my logo, and as you can see, it took away all of the paint that was on this. Let me see if I have, yeah, I have some data here. I engraved this at 250 speed at 100 power, and everything went away beautifully. I cleaned it with some isopropyl alcohol, because that's what you do when you engrave metal. You need to put some isopropyl alcohol on to make it shine. 3 millimeters acrylic, cut like a charm, and also engraved this like flying fish. It took 3 minutes, and it was cut at 600 speed and 100% power. This is a dual layer acrylic, and it came out like a piece of puzzle. No burning around it. It came off as it was, you know, cut with a cutter. I mean, there's no burn sign whatsoever. And this is something that I really love, because every time you cut acrylic, it's always a hassle. I mean, you need to fix power in order not to burn and melt the acrylic you're cutting. So I was very surprised about this. I would like to finish this. I also got an A on acrylic, which was really thin, to see how it performed with small lines very close to each other. And this gives a sense of how it handles temperature, and nothing goes melting. It's really precise, and it cut like a charm. Just remember, guys, that I'm not using air assist. I mean, usually this comes with an air assist. Unfortunately, they didn't have it available. I said, no problem, I'll test it anyways without air assist, because I mean, I like testing it like real user experience. I mean, I had another one, but I wanted to test it without, and without, it's already great results. Last but not least is leather. Inside the welcome package that TooCA sent me, there was some scale, like pieces of A4 of leather. And I'm working on a project with a really good friend of mine who's a shoemaker, and we first worked on his logo and probably want to start producing some shoes together. All the links for your reference will be down in the description. The name of the brand is Il Tacco d'Italia, and here is an engraved piece of leather and then cut. This was done at 2500 speed at 20 power. The cut was performed at 500 speed at 100 power. And as you can see, it looks like it's cut with the scissors. No sign of melting or deforming whatsoever. This can be easily sewed on top of a bag or something like that. And that's exactly what we want to achieve with our project. Just to wrap up, this is not a laser I would suggest to start with, but it's the laser I would suggest you get to, because this is basically your definite laser. I mean, 20 watt would maybe not seem like a lot, but you can pretty much do anything. I've seen tests online of people cutting 3 centimeters wood. I mean, you can do that with many passage on top of the wood, but the people who regularly use laser engravers are 99% satisfied with what this laser will actually give you. And in terms of security, in terms of compatibility, I mean, it's like you can use it with light burn. It doesn't have your it has proprietary software, but the fact that it's open to light burn, it's a really great plus. I mean, everybody likes to use light burn. It's a 800 euros laser engraver, so it's a little bit more towards the people who are gonna make a business with compared to somebody that's starting. But this is definitely the laser. If you like laser engraving, this is definitely the laser engraver you're gonna get to. All the links for this laser will be down in the description. I really hope you like this short review. I hope it will be short. Smash the like button if you did like the video. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys on the next video.